Okay, can everybody hear me okay? Let's see here. There. Okay, hello? Okay. Well, welcome everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm Nicole Mitchell. I'm the Executive Director at the Jeannette Rankin Peace Center, and it's truly an honor to gather with you and the Missoula Peace Quilters in presenting the 2026 Peacemaker of the Year Award. Before we begin, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Peace Quilters for their dedication to this meaningful tradition and the beauty, creativity, and care they bring to it each year. We get to see it, or I got to see it because they were making the quilt at the Peace Center this year, and it's always such an amazing process to see this group come together and, you know, with so many different ideas after like meeting with the Peacemaker and then putting together something so creative and thoughtful and beautiful. So it's truly an honor, and they are true artists as well. And would like to thank also Beth Youngblood and Katie Dickinson and Lonnie Snetsinger, Marmot and Nancy's daughter, for providing music for today's event, and to our wonderful volunteers today for putting this all together. So thank you so much. And we'd also like to welcome the preschoolers who will be singing for us this afternoon as well. But just so you know, you're going to be singing after the event in the reception room. So hold tight through this ceremony, and then we are so excited to hear you sing in the reception room afterwards, okay? So hold tight. Okay, so now I invite us to pause for a moment of silence as we begin with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Salish, Kootenai, Pend Oreille, Blackfeet, and Shoshone peoples. We honor their enduring connection to this land and their role as its original stewards. In alignment with our mission of peace, justice, and environmental sustainability, we commit to listening, learning, and acting in solidarity with Indigenous communities. We invite you to join us in this ongoing work. Okay, thank you. Okay, as a cornerstone of Missoula's community of social change and activism, the Jeannette Rankin Peace Center believes that peace is rooted in justice, equity, compassion, and human connection. We know that lasting peace is built by listening deeply, engaging across differences, and working together toward meaningful change. Through education, dialogue, and nonviolent action, we strive to inspire and empower our community. We envision a world where compassionate communication guides our relationships, where conflict can lead to understanding, and where social justice and environmental stewardship go hand in hand. Peace begins with the choices we make every day in how we treat one another, how we care for our communities, and how we respond to injustice. That is the work we celebrate today. Now, let's turn to the heart of today's gathering, the presentation of the Peacemaker of the Year Award. A little bit about this award. It honors an individual whose life and work exemplify the values of peace, social justice, compassion, and community. Recipients are selected through a thoughtful consensus process involving members of the Jeannette Rankin Peace Center and the Missoula Peace Quilters. This tradition began in 1986 when the Peace Quilters established the award to recognize local peace builders whose efforts have strengthened our community for nearly 4 decades. This award has celebrated individuals who lead with courage, vision, and integrity. Each recipient is honored with a handmade quilt by the Missoula Peace Quilters. These quilts are far more than beautiful works of art, like I've shared. They are expressions of gratitude, storytelling, and community recognition, carefully designed to reflect the life and contributions of each peacemaker. So as we gather today, we celebrate the power of individuals to create lasting change through acts of service, advocacy, compassion, and courage. So it is now my great honor to recognize Marmot Snetsinger as the 2026 Peacemaker of the Year. Because Marmot embodies the spirit of this award truly. She is a bridge builder, advocate, artist, teacher, mentor, and community leader whose work has touched countless lives in Missoula and beyond. As the founder of Little Twigs Childcare, Marmot has created far more than an early learning center. She has built a thriving, multicultural community where children, families, and educators from diverse backgrounds learn, grow, and belong together. Today, Little Twigs serves more than 85 children and employs 25 teachers, many of whom are refugees building new lives in Montana. Within its classrooms, children are welcomed in multiple languages and experience cultural diversity as a source of connection and strength. They learn empathy, respect, curiosity, and inclusion, lessons that form the foundation of a more peaceful world. Marmot's commitment extends well beyond her professional work. She has spent years supporting refugee and immigrant families as they navigate housing, employment, education, and challenges of starting over in a new country. Her leadership is grounded in the belief that every person deserves dignity, belonging, and the opportunity to thrive. She has also demonstrated extraordinary courage in advancing social justice. As one of the lead plaintiffs in the landmark 2003 case Snetsinger versus Montana University System, she helped secure equal benefits for same-sex partners of university employees, advancing LGBTQ rights in Montana at a time when doing so required remarkable perseverance and bravery. Whether she is mentoring others, making music, building community, supporting families in crisis, fundraising for those facing injustice, or simply offering a helping hand, Marmot brings generosity, creativity, and compassion to everything she does. Those who know Marmot often speak of her ability to see possibilities where others see obstacles. She listens deeply, leads with kindness, and invests herself wholeheartedly in the well-being of others, which an example of the bus out front. Her work reminds us that peace is not simply the absence of conflict, it is the presence of belonging, understanding, opportunity, and love. Today we celebrate not only Marmot's accomplishments, but also the countless lives she has enriched through her vision, courage, and unwavering commitment to justice and community. So before we bring Marmot up to say a few words, I'd like to welcome the Montana Women's Chorus for a few songs. So where's the Montana Women's Chorus?
We shall be
Okay, how about another round of applause for the Okay, now I'd like to welcome Nancy Siegel, Marmot's wife, to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, and delightful to see you all here. It's really a pleasure. What I'm going to do is introduce, actually, the people who are going to say a few words about Marmot. And we've got a short handful of people, and they all just have a few words to say. And so the first person I'd like to invite up is Amy Gentry, a longtime friend of Marmot's.
Hi, everyone. Well, I'm privileged to be here today to speak about my dear friend Marmot, who I've known for over 35 years. And during that time, we've had lots of different adventures together, shared a lot of joy, including Nancy and Marmot's wedding back in 1988 in a barn in Helmville. And that included a little bit of controversy in a pretty conservative community that allowed this to happen way long before same-sex marriage was legal in the States. And so that was quite a wonderful, joyous event. And a lot of you were actually there to celebrate that great day. But I'm going to speak a little bit more about something that was alluded to, which was a lawsuit that happened back in 2002. When Marmot was a worker at the University of Montana in the biology department, she applied for benefits and found that domestic partnership only pertained to straight couples at that time. And so she and another couple, Adrian Neff and Carla Grayson, and Nancy, of course, joined a lawsuit against the state of Montana. And it was the Montana ACLU, the ACLU, the national one, as well as Pride Montana, which was the now I'm saying it wrong, Q plus community at the time. The organization for Montana at the time basically did this lawsuit, and it started in February of 2002. And a few days after that, there were death threats that both the couples received. And that evening, the other couple, Adrian and Carla, and their small son, had to escape an arson in their house. They had to climb out the back window because their house was burning. And so that arson actually ended up gaining a lot of national attention during the time in this lawsuit. And so it took about 2 years. In December of 2004, this lawsuit had gone to the Montana Supreme Court, and it was decided that it was unconstitutional against the state of Montana's constitution to discriminate against same-sex partners for benefits. Well, it took a lot of bravery during that time for Marmot and Nancy to step up, as well as Adrian and Carla. There was, like I said, there was some hard things that they really went through, and the community really went through at that time. The community and allies showed up, though, and one of the things that I think Marmot has always inspired in people is bringing out the best and bringing out the love. Because even though there was a lot of fear that happened around that time, more than 700 people showed up for a vigil a few days after this to honor the people, to honor everyone that was involved in this lawsuit. And I just want to really commend Marmot, as her name was, the first name on this lawsuit is Snetsinger, in the bravery that they showed, in the compassion that they showed, in the leadership that they showed. And one of the reasons that I wore this Montana Love t-shirt is because I feel like what Marmot and Nancy and Adrian and Carla really brought forward by doing this lawsuit is to lead with love. And I feel like they really did that. And it was amazing when in 2004 it passed so that we could get domestic partner benefits as same-sex couples. In 2005, it actually also changed in the state of Montana. I was an employee of the state of Montana, and my wife was also able, for the first time, to get domestic partner benefits. And so we've really positively impacted because the bravery and strength that Marmot and Nancy showed and the other couple showed in a time that was very different than now. It's only been a little over 20 years, but things have really changed for the better for us. And again, the leadership and love that Marmot has showed us through this, and that the community responded in love to her and to Nancy during this time, was really astounding. And I feel very grateful to her for having the strength to show that and lead us in that. So thanks again, hon.
Okay, what I'd like to do now is invite Katie Carpenter, a Little Twigs mom and member of the board, and her daughter Cece Frampton up to the mic.
Hello, I'm Katie Carpenter. I'm a mom of the daycare that Marmot started, Little Twigs. And it's my honor to serve as board president of Global Village Kids, which is the organization that recently absorbed both Little Twigs and Greenhouse Daycare. This was already spoken about a little bit, but Global Village Kids empowers refugee and immigrant women as early childhood professionals while providing quality childcare for the Missoula community. Together, we are building a model where every child grows with love and security, and every teacher has the opportunity to work, learn, and belong. So, when I first met Marmot, she was throwing what looked like glass cups on the ground, demonstrating their durability for the 1-year-old that would be using them in the next month when she opened her daycare. And the next month, I brought my first child into the world. And the month after that, a global pandemic hit. So if I wasn't sure what I was doing, I feel like the universe just needed to punctuate it with a global pandemic and to say, yep, you don't. So peace is messy. That's what Marmot's message and practice throughout the nearly 7 years I've known her has been. She earns her relationships, similar to how I imagine she finds her beloved birds. She shows up, she studies, she's curious, and she's not concerned when she's got to try something different. In fact, I think Marmot would view that as just another adventure. And that's what Global Village Kids has become, a grand adventure. One where we learn what's important to another and hold those things as sacred. Marmot is clear on what she can and cannot do, and she is generous in her belief and investment in people outside of herself, doing what she cannot. This may look like stepping back while a lead teacher from Eritrea translates Amharic to Arabic and then to English. This may look like handing over the scissors to the expert Afghan seamstress teachers when it came time to admit that turf had to be put in the yard because the grass just wasn't going to keep up. And for me, it was allowing me to drive across town during my lunch hour to breastfeed my baby in the staff break room, all the while learning from staff what motherhood looked like, because I didn't have examples of that nearby. Peace isn't a planned destination. It's a deep trust in the people around you, no matter how messy it gets. Thank you, Marmot.
Thank you, Katie and Cece. The next person who I'd like to invite up is Nazrana Hamidi. Nazrana and Marmot work together at Little Twigs.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm so happy to be here and all together celebrate this beautiful day. And I'm so happy to have this chance to talk about a few words about Marmot. She is peaceful, kind, and caring person. She always treats everyone with respect and kindness. And also, she listens to us and supports us when she needs her help. I appreciate her positive attitudes and also her patience. She creates a friendly and welcoming environment for everyone. And also, she encourages us to do our best and help us to grow. And I'm grateful to work with her and also have a chance to learn with her. Thank you so much.
And now, thank you so much, Nazrana. And now, Greta Bates, if you could come up. And Greta works with Soft Landing, and she and Marmot collaborate on all kinds of things that you can't even imagine.
Thank you, Nancy. Thanks, Nancy. I had to write it down because I didn't want to get too nervous. My name is Greta, and I work at Soft Landing. I'm honored to be up here to say a few short words. As Marmot said, keep it short. I am the mother of a Little Twigs and Greenhouse graduate, and I'm also a collaborator and partner with Global Village Little Twigs through my work at Soft Landing, Missoula. When the news broke that Marmot was going to be the next Peacemaker of the Year, we were not shocked in the nonprofit world. It made perfect sense on so many levels. I reached out to a longtime volunteer named Lauren Pinsky to ask him for some words, and he said, "There are very few people in this world who have the vision, determination, and smarts to do great things. Marmot is one of those people. What she has accomplished and continues to accomplish has made our community a more compassionate, caring, livable place. We are all honored to know you and be your friend." To me, and many of us, Marmot is the definition of walking the talk. Time and time again, she rises to the occasion. Let me tell you, the new administration has given her plenty occasions to rise for. She steps up, she shows up, and she makes things happen. She does this by bringing together an energy of welcome, community, action, love, and a special force from within. Starting a daycare as a retirement project is not something the average human takes on. But it wasn't even taking this on. For Marmot, it just made sense. Missoula was facing a childcare crisis. Missoula quite quickly started resettling a large population of professional mothers who brought with them centuries of learned knowledge about caring for the world's smallest humans. Immigrant support organizations like Soft Landing and the International Rescue Committee were struggling to find employers that could see past the English language barrier. Finding employment was hard, especially in an economy that requires 2 people at least to be working in the household. Little Twigs, with the lead from Marmot and Susan, placed huge value in these skills that these professional mamas were bringing. And so it became a place where moms could work, have community, have dignity, share their value, and be part of the bigger vision. And I love all these mamas too, they're all my good friends. Sorry, this is going longer than I was supposed to. Watching the slow, gradual inner peace and confidence that so many of my clients and Little Twigs employees have reached in their new community during their time at Little Twigs is reason to be happy. We should all be happy for that. Thank you, Marmot and Susan, for stepping up all the time. Thank you for creating emergency pantry when food benefits were paused, raising funds and hosting dinners at your house every weekend when co-pays became unaffordable. Thank you for inviting a Helena family into your home and surrounding them with kindness as they watch their father become a victim to our cruel immigration system. Thank you for it all. Marmot, it's been an honor to work alongside you, and a more peaceful night's sleep I do get knowing that we're in this village together.
Greta, thank you. And is Gulsum Siddiqui in the house? Ah, there you are. Come on up. And Gulsum is a Little Twigs greenhouse graduate. I'll bring this down here for you, Gulsum. Oh, here, we'll take this. Oh, do you want to stand up here? Okay. Here, let's do this. Okay, let me get you all set, okay?
Let's put this for here. No.
Cool, some talk right in here, okay?
Hi, my name is Gulsum, and the title of my poem is called Peace. Peace means kindness, helping others, and respecting others. For example, if you see a person needing help, you should help them. Peace in the world would be like a house of kindness for the earth. Peace is a lot important for kids and even adults. My teacher Marmot taught me that even if you're grumpy or mean, you should still help others and also say sorry if you get into a fight with your friends. Let's make Earth be happy and peaceful. The end.
Thank you so much, Gulsum and Farah. And now I'd like to introduce you to a good friend of ours, Elizabeth DeKeen, and she is going to lead us in a dance of universal peace.
Hello, everyone. I am so delighted and honored to be here and to witness Marmot's family and the school and friends here. I come from a different part of her life, sort of a spiritual musical world of her life, and I'm just delighted to share a song from the Dances of Universal Peace. And I did want to tell you that I've been at a camp of Dances of Universal Peace for people from all over the United States, and we sang this song last night and wanted to send the love and peace energy from our camp in Sidstead on Coeur d'Alene to you. So here's the song. I'm going to sing it through once, then I'll teach you the words, and then we can learn some movements. We'll sing it together a few times, and then we'll learn some movements to go with it. So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So this is a song in Spanish by a Mexican-American children's music teacher named Jose Orozco, and it's about peace, it's fittingly. Goes like this. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. So the words to it are paz, Queremos paz. We want peace. Peace, we want peace. Y libertad. And liberty in este mundo. In this world. So let's sing that together a couple times. Paz, queremos paz. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. One more time. Another part that goes like this. Para los niños en todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad. Para los niños en todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad. So those words are para los niños, for the children in todo el mundo, in all the world. Queremos paz. We want peace y libertad. And that goes like this. Para los niños en todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad. Para los niños en todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad. Then we go back to the beginning. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. Paz, queremos paz y libertad en este mundo. Para los niños en todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad. Para los niños en todo el mundo queremos paz y libertad. And then we're going to sing it in English like this. Peace, we want peace and liberty in this world. Peace, we want peace and liberty in this world. For all of the children in all of the world, we want peace and liberty. For all the children in all of the world, we want peace and liberty. So now you know the song. We're going to do some movements. So you can do them sitting or you can stand up. And these children, these movements were created by some children in Guatemala. I was living in Guatemala and we wanted to have a dance. And so they created the movements too. So, for Paz Queremos Paz, you make a big heart with your hands. For Y Libertad, strong. In este mundo, we just hold the earth we want it in this world, not some other world, now. So let's try that.
Okay, thank you all, and thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, so now it's time for Suzanne with the Missoula Peace Quilters.
Like romper.
Really? Does it sound like that? No. To say a few words about the process of making the quilt and to reveal the quilt. Yeah.
Yes. I have the most fun role today. For those of you who've been to these awards before, you know that the great reveal is soon to happen. I'm Suzanne, and I'm a member of the Missoula Peace Quilters. The Peace Quilters were the start of this award, and then the Jeannette Rankin Center and the Peace Quilters came together to make it much more community solid and to keep it running year after year after year. And the process is that all of you in the community of Missoula have an option to share your suggestions for Peacemaker of the Year. And then those are reviewed by a committee and someone is chosen. And there's some criteria. It's, you know, not this 100% paid job to do it, not a fly-by-night kind of event or thing, but rather a symbol that this person does walk the talk, that this person does live and breathe peace, and that even if it's in their work or their politics or whatever, that it is much more than that. And I think we could all agree that's the case here. And then once that person is selected, we lock that in the vault, throw away the key, except that we tell the recipient. And then she or he has to keep it a secret. I'm looking around the room knowing that some of you have struggled with that. Oops. And then we, the Peace Quilters, interview Marmot, or the Peacemaker of the Year, and we gather the most lovely details about them. We'll have a gossip column later, but anyway, no, not really. And, but we really have this lovely connection to learn amazing details about them, their childhood, their family of origin, their young adult years, and then also, of course, what led to the particular thing they're nominated for. And I'd like the Peace Quilters to stand, please, the ones who are here today. There are a few others, I think. Thank you. And we might go to this person's house or meet at a common location, comfortable location. And it's this crew of people with our pens and paper ready to take notes and get our brains going with ideas and creative juices. And all of that comes together to then make a quilt. And the quilt is created over time by consensus, so it's not a vote, it's not a somebody takes the lead and tells us what we do. It's everybody shares their ideas. And creativity is a very personal thing. And so if I'm going to share an idea and want the group to go with that, it's really, it's a tricky thing to generously share those ideas and let them go on the table and let everybody else's ideas come back and enter our hearts, and then this amazing thing gets created. Not one of us would ever have made this one quilt nearly as spectacular, but together, my honor is to work with them for many years and to have done things in quilting, which I love dearly, and to have done things in camaraderie and consensus, which has changed who I am, I think, in a very good way. Ask my husband. But anyway, So this quilt was created especially for Marmot, who has a wonderful, rich history of love of the outdoors and experiences with mountain climbing and rock climbing and camping and hiking and bird watching, of course, and family and LGBTQ plus, if I said that wrong, I'm sorry, and all kinds of things that have cemented her commitment as the human being that she is in our community. And we are so lucky to have her here. Thank you, Marmot. So we will unveil. I love this time. Makes me happy. And I don't ever bring notes up because this quilt's my notes. All I have to do is look at it and go, oh. So of course, Little Twigs was a big part of it, and that's not such a little twig, but also we did talk about the spiritual aspects that Marmot embraces and the Bodhi tree, the tree of life. And while this is not, encyclopedic reference or anything like that, it's our rendition of the Bodhi tree, the tree of life, and the sun rays in the back come together to a focal point, which of course is Marmot, and her focal point is intensely accurate and strong and powerful to create all kinds of amazing things. So, and yes, and then of course we have to see the back. That's fun too. So if you're a quilter, if you're a sewer, the changes in the industry recently are amazing. They're just going light years ahead. And oops. And you can find fabric with anything you want. And one of our quilters found Marmot fabric. Oh my. And the little feet prints up at the top are in reference to all the little feet at Twigs. And then down below, there's a young person in the middle, and rainbows and color around to represent your family, which I know is very, and what? And pigs. Oh, yes, sorry. I didn't see. Oh, thank you. Yes, there's pigs. Marmot had a pet pig. So, and then the gold fabric is an African fabric, and then the label on the back. Yeah, so the label represents the Peace Quilters. This is yours. Good job, ladies. Well, and then there's river stuff, so the blues get in there for water and nature.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I'm supposed to say something now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 1 second. Wow. Thank you so much. It's so beautiful. My first thought was, oh my God, somebody created something so simple and beautiful out of my very chaotic life. Yeah, it's just sheer beauty. Thank you. Yeah, and just the amount of time and effort that you guys put into thinking about me, thinking about this quilt, even interviewing me, and yeah, I'm just so touched. And even the little nuances of the pig is like so near and dear to my heart. And the baby feet they asked me what a symbol of peace was to me, and my immediate thought was baby feet. Just because they represent so much hope and potential and what's good in the world. And they smell really sweet too, so thank you. Yeah, it's looking around at all of you, and some of you I've known my entire life, and some of you I've known for like 40 years or so when I moved to Missoula, and some of you I just met because you were maybe just born. Anyways, I was looking at that, and then I look out here, and you guys look kind of like a quilt, a very, very beautiful quilt. So thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for coming. And it feels so apropos for me to look out at this bus and all these kids and baby faces in the bus windows. I'm so excited about that, too. And it was kind of another wild, harebrained idea, but I welcome you to go explore the bus because it's really fun. But as I stand up here by myself, I am reminded that the only reason that all of us are together here in person and know each other, and that I'm receiving this amazing gift and this award, is not because I'm standing up here by myself or did anything by myself. Everything I've created has been absolutely in community. And so I have to recognize 4 women in particular. First and foremost, my wife of 28 years, Nancy Siegel. Nancy calls herself the accidental activist, sometimes because I get us into situations that she might not have chosen, whether it's suing the state or other things. But she has been my steady partner and best friend, and she works incredibly hard behind the scenes. And I can only stand here alive and fed because Nancy's in my life. And also she's taught at least 15 or more people how to drive, so that people are physically here and drove themselves here with their kids is due to Nancy. So. And the other person that I have to recognize is the person who always has my back, because she sits right behind my back, is my sister Susan. Yeah. And anything that takes a great deal of organization, a system, a spreadsheet, or logical thought, that is not my brain, and that is Susan's brain. And so that the school exists, that people get paid, that tuition gets accepted, that we get grants and other payments in the door is really all due to Susan. And the childcare would not exist without Susan. And the other person I need to recognize is somebody I call my personal angel. She is really a guardian angel, and I don't know how she came into my life, but Melina Kay, does everything behind the scenes that's broken, including my despair sometimes. And it's really awesome that I think that most of the kids at Little Twigs look to somebody like Z as the person who can fix things, and reminds their fathers, if they need help with something, to call Z. Thank you. And last and very not least, somebody might have run out the door with a small child, is the person who has been by my side with me as a team, collaborating, creating, surviving chaos, surviving despair, and managing things on the fly like nobody's business, is Corey Costa. Yeah. You. I'm recognizing you. So Corey's directing everything at the childcare these days, and looks like carrying other people's children right now, but often many at a time. And Corey, thank you so much for being by my side all this time and just collaborating and helped me create this, because the childcare would not exist without you. Thank you. Yeah. And the other group of people that I really, really want to recognize is the kids who, in my life, bring me so much hope and bring me so much joy. And I always say that it takes some children to raise a village. And that's exactly what all these children have done. We have over 100 children this summer. And thanks to my crazy idea of getting a bus. So we have 100 children this summer, and every day they keep us on our toes, and they bring us hope, and they bring us joy, and a reason to work really hard for the future. So I thank all the kids for bringing their parents today. And for the parents, when you trust your child to somebody, I know it's a really, really big thing. And what happens when you trust your children to teachers and me is we fall in love with them. And sometimes being in early childhood education can be heartbreaking. They grow fast, and then they're gone somewhere else. So thank you for trusting us with the children. And then the last people I want to include, just really make a marker of, is all my teachers who come from all over the world and have some really heroic stories about how they got here and how they got to Missoula, and often not by their choice. They landed in some place like New Jersey or New York or Washington and got on a plane and ended up in Missoula, Montana, and many times in a snowstorm. And they're like, what the heck am I doing here? But they stay here, and the one thing that they bring me is so much hope and so much resilience. And in this year, especially the last couple of years, have been super trying for us. Almost every week, it's something like Medicaid's getting cut, SNAP's getting cut, our funding for Head Start gone. And it's just been survival week by week by week. And then I hang out with these women and know what they've been through. And I'm like, I can't go to despair. I need to go to hope. And one thing that these women have taught me is about how to celebrate. So in the midst of all the things that have happened in their lives, they know how to celebrate. They know how to dance and sing and play music and eat. They really know how to serve food. And so I just want to thank all the teachers for trusting me to come to work every day and building a community. I did not build this community. They all built it with us. And I'm so grateful every day to the incredible women that I work with. So thank you, teachers, all of you. And if you're ever in the need of some hope and some joy and laughter, I encourage you to come visit us at Global Village Kids, and especially on Chicken Shawarma Day. That's the very favorite day. But yeah, come and visit us. If you want to get involved, please get involved. There is a table out there about different things that we do. And thank you so much for coming. And in terms of knowing how to celebrate, I think we should just do what I've been modeled to do, which is to dance and sing and eat. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marmot. Okay, so just one last thing before we do go celebrate. We just want to also, as part of this celebration, honor previous peacemakers and welcome everybody up to the quilt, to recognize you as well, with Marmot as well. So I'd like to invite past peacemakers to come on up, and I'll just start going through the list from 1986, who was Flo Chesson. So feel free to come on up as I just read your names. 1987 was Jim Rainey. 1988 was Butch Turk. 1989 was Connie Skousen. Oh yeah, and this is a little spot to put a card or something for Marmot. 1990, Perry Gleesman. 1991, Pat Ortmeyer. 1992, Anita Doyle. 1993, Beth Sir. 1994, Scott Morgan and Tom Javins. 1995, Julie Grant. 1996, Alice Campbell. 1997, John and Tammy Egner. 1998, Pete Lawrenson. 2000, Father Jim Hogan. 2001, Liz Rance. 2002, Bryony Schwan and Scott Nicholson. 2003, Rita Jankowski Bradley. 2004, Amy Martin. 2005, Ethel McDonald. 2006, Reverend Peter Schober. 2007, Josh Slotnick. 2008, Carol Schneider and the Missoula Women in Black. 2009, Jim Karen. 2010, John Mitchell Bow. 2011, Jane McAllister. 2012, Dan Gallagher. 2013, Mike Chesson. 2014, Claudia Brown. 2015, Glenn Woody and Kathy Wood. 2016, Patrick Weaselhead. 2017, Mary Poole. 2018, Steve MacArthur. 2019, Fernanda Crum and Robert Rivers. 2020, oh, good to see you, Mary. 2020, Katie Dickinson. 2024, Zoe Zephyr. 2025, Brendan Work. And 2026, Marmot Snetsinger. Thank you so much. This is such an amazing event, and truly thank you to everyone here, this whole community, but the Missoula Peace Quilters. We really do live in an amazing community that acknowledges people who do go above and beyond in the name of peace, and it's just an honor to be here. So thank you. Thank you for all you do for our community, and thank you all for being here.